This video is just a quick side note about square roots because you might need to use it if you're using the algebraic process with a number that is squared, like the radius squared in the formula for finding the area of the circle. So just a quick note. So when we see something like 3 squared, we know that means 3 times 3 equals 9. So when you see 9 in the square root, this is the opposite. So the square root of 9 equals 3. So it's what number can we times by itself to get this answer in here. Be careful, this looks kind of similar to the division sign we use when we're doing long division, but it's not. The way that this little sticky out bit goes, this makes it square root. I don't know if you'll talk about this until grade 8 or grade 9, but I just wanted to let you see that. Some other examples are the following. So you'll see the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 9 is 3. These are really common multiplication questions for you. 7 times 7 is 49. 6 times 6 is 36. 5 times 5 is 25. So hopefully most of these are pretty familiar. I'm sure these ones aren't. I would not know how to know that off the top of my head, but a lot of these ones probably are. As I mentioned in the last video, there is a square root button on your calculator if you need to use it. But I get the impression that any questions you'll need to do will probably be some of these that you should hopefully recognize. Just in terms of this idea of squaring a number, when I say something like 5 squared, remember when we play rectangle races and you're thinking of multiplication as sort of creating a square or a rectangle on that chart paper? So that's the idea of a square. It is 5 by 5. It literally, and that wasn't the best one. I can use this little tool here to make a square. That is a perfect square. If I said 6 squared, I'm making a perfect square where it is 6 by 6. So then when I'm taking the square root, I'm saying, okay, this square is 36. What's the square root of 36? It's 6, as we see here. This might be a bit confusing and abstract, but I just wanted to mention it so you could start to see these connections between squaring a number, 5 squared, and the square root of a number, 25 squared. The square root of 25 is 5. 5 squared is 25. Again, familiarity with the multiplication facts will make this easier. You don't need to know it a ton yet, just wanted to introduce it.